This is Gilbert Arenas. In 2006 he averaged 29 points and 6 assists per game in the season, leading his team to the second highest total season wins in 24 years. The Wizards felt like this would be their season to get the championship. On the other side, we got LeBron James, who at time was averaging 31 points, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. The Cavaliers had the most wins in the season since 1993, and this was the first playoff appearance that Bron ever got. At that time LeBron was 22 years old and was second on the list of MVP. It seems no one could stop him and the Cavs, but if there was someone to take down Bron and send him back to Cleveland, it was Arenas. 2 big stars, 2 teams, and only one can go to the next series. This was going to be a good series. When the first matchup started, things were kinda bad for the Wizards. In the game 1, the Cavaliers basically were up all the game long, dominating the entire time and won the game 1 by 11 points. Game 2 showed off what we were really expecting, that this series would be a good one. The Wizards won by a tight score. They got only 5 points more in this game, but young LeBron was hyped, and he made his space in this series. Of the 3 next games, the Cavs won 2 of them by only 1 point of difference each. It was a sad couple of games for the Wizards fans to watch, so this lets us see Game 6. Was young LeBron James to make even more of his name? LeBron was averaging 36 points in the series, and just came from a 45 points made in Game 5. On the other side, Arenas was averaging 34 points a game, and came from 44 points the previous night, just 1 point less than LeBron, the same point that made the Cavs win Game 5. This was a back and forth for a long time, but after a long conflict, this would end at some point, as big rivalries and matchups, and this end was in the last minutes of Game 6. The game was always close, neither team led by over 6 points the entire game. Arenas comes and makes a bucket, LeBron comes and gives it back. Wizards do another, Cavs back at it. The Wizards are down by only 3 points at the end of the 4th quarter, and at this time, their star needs to show up and does his job. With only 5 seconds on the clock, Arenas ties the game.
Looking to inbound, Arenas puts up the 3. Bang! Gilbert Arenas ties the game! And a timeout call by the Cavs.
So now, the Cavs don't score at the end of regulation, and it's overtime. Unfortunately, Arenas wasn't playing as he always did. He was known for 3 years to be a clutch player when his team needed it, but this particular overtime, he wasn't being that clutch at all. In a matter of a few minutes, he misses 3 jump shots in a row, and in this time of the game, is critical to get those buckets. And later he gets into the free throw line, and does only 1. And late in the game, if you want to foul someone on the other team, it is usually the player who is not making those shots. And that's what the Cavs did. The Cavs fouled Arenas and he goes to the line with 15.1 seconds on the clock. For his luck, the Wizards are still winning the game by only 1 point. But we know how crucial it is to convert these 2 free throws. But what is the worst that can happen?
And Arenas misses the
Well, this is not what is expected at this moment, but he still got 1 more to make things better. But right here is where LeBron is going to end his career. LeBron knew that Arenas was nervous, and if he misses that shot, he might lose the entire series and go home earlier. So the king does a simple move, in a few words, that made Arenas lose his mind. Before Arenas gets the ball from the ref, LeBron walks to him, slightly touches his shoulder area, and says, "If you miss this, you know who is going to win the game, right?" This sounds simple, but the crowd and a whole city cheering for you, believing that you are going to save them, is a lot of pressure.
Mike Brown getting ready to diagram a play. He'll call timeout after this free throw. Arenas misses ball.
In this way, Arenas misses the second one. So the Cavs got the ball with 14 seconds to get a chance to win. So Damon Jones made his only 2 points of the game, being a clutch moment, giving the Cavs a lead of 1 point. The Wizards tried again, but they lost. Lost the 3rd time, for only 1 point. LeBron James finished Arenas' career with this only simple move. It cost the Wizards franchise, and was the beginning of an unfinished hole for Arenas and the Wizards. After that, the Wizards only went to the playoffs 2 times of the 7 next seasons. In these 2 seasons they faced the Cavaliers both times, and never passed to the next series. In fact, they only won 2 games in the playoffs, and both of those they came. And Arenas? He only got to 3 playoffs for the rest of his career, and overall, he averaged only 6 points in 15 games. That's so insane. LeBron James just ended Gilbert Arenas' career, giving scars for the rest of his time on basketball. Arenas just met the king, and he definitely felt his snap. If watched until here, please like and subscribe. I am a very small channel and want to bring more good content to you. Thank you. and I see you in the next video.